Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to Becoming Cleo. I'm so excited that you're here. Today we're going to be doing a lock FAQ where I'm answering some of my most frequently asked questions that I get on the internet and then also questions that I get in real life. And we're going to be doing a lock tour where I show you guys my longest lock, my thickest lock, my smallest lock, and things like that. So let's get right into it. So the first question is, how long have you been locked? So I have been locked for 2 years and 3 months on February 14th, and my lock anniversary is November 21st of 2021. So this February, Valentine's Day, will actually make 2 years and 3 months. Next question is, what method did you use to start your locks? So I started my locks with 2-strand twists, and I started with those for a few reasons. One, I already know how to twist my hair, so doing 2-strand twists for me was a no-brainer. And two, I thought that my hair would be easier to manage with 2-strand twists opposed to coils. And I say that because when I was a loose natural, a lot of times if I kept my washing going for too long, especially without washing my hair, my hair would start to marry and mat and lock at the roots. So I thought that with 2-strand twists, it would be easier to eliminate that problem. I'm not 100% sure if that's true, but that's kind of just how I thought about it at the time. So yeah, I went with 2-strand twists because it was the best method for me. It was the easiest method, and so I also love and recommend that method as well. The next question is, do I go to a loctician or do I maintain my locks myself? So for me, I self-maintain my locks, and I have been self-maintaining them since November 21st of 2021. Now, if you've seen my YouTube video of my lock journey, you know that I actually started out by going to a loctician and not having a favorable experience, and so I decided to take out those set of locks and then do this set. So in that video, I do go into a bit more detail as to why I decided to go the self-maintaining route. But to sum it up for you in this video, I have been doing my hair since I was 15 years old. And so I really love and enjoy and take pride in doing my own hair. And two, I like the fact that my hands are the only hands that's in my head. So that's really my reasoning for wanting to self-maintain. It also saves money as well. I have to go through the trial and error, finding a stylist that works for me. And then lastly, I do have quite a bit of negative experiences when it comes to going to salons. This started when I was very young, I think in middle school. And then I even had some up into my adult life when I was going to salons. So I personally just prefer to maintain my own locks and to just be the only hands that's in my head. So the next question is, how often do you retwist your hair? So I don't actually have a set time period where I retwist my hair. One, because I really like the messier, frizzier, more free form kind of style when it comes to locks. I love when my hair looks really big when it's not retwisted. And I actually feel like when my hair is retwisted, my head looks super big. I really just retwist my hair when I feel like my locks are starting to marry at the root and that it's just time to give them some separation. So that's kind of what I do. Or if I feel like I'm going to an event and I wanted my hair to be a little bit neater, then I'll retwist it. So I think I kind of go between 8 to 10 weeks when it comes to retwisting my hair, and just depending on when my locks decide to start marrying together. So that's kind of my thing. I kind of just go with the flow with that. But the next question is, what products do you use in your hair? Shampoo, I use the African Black Soap by the Melanin Hair Care line, which is Natural 85, an OG YouTuber. So I've been using her shampoo since May, and I still love it. And I love it so much, and so that's what I'm using to wash my hair. And then when it comes to moisturizing my hair, I'm still just using distilled water, aloe vera juice, and then jojoba oil or sweet almond oil, or really just whatever oil I have on hand. So that's kind of what I've been doing for my moisturizing routine. Very, very, very occasionally, emphasis on the very, I will do a deep conditioner. And so if I do decide to do a deep conditioner after I feel like my hair has been in a really dry state, I'll use the TGIN. I forget exactly what it's called, but I will either pop a picture right here or I'll link it in the comments below so you guys can take a look at that. But those are pretty much all the products that I use right now, and I actually have a lock wash day video that's on my channel. You guys can take a look at that. I will link that right here so you can find that and watch that too. So the next question is, what did your hair look like before you locked it, and what was your hair type? My hair is all type 4 from A to C. Literally the front of my hair was 4A, the middle was 4B, and the back was 4C. I had all of that going on. So yeah, that was my hair type. And I also like leave some pictures of what my hair looked like when I was a loose natural. I'll leave like some wash and go pictures or like some freshly washed pictures. I am a 4A, B, and C girly all the way through. The next question is, how many locks do you have? So I think right now I have 107 or maybe even 106 locks. So I started with 111, but ever since then I've been combining some because I feel like I have some really small ones that don't fit with the other locks. So I'm actually combining these two right here, as you can see, just because I felt like these locks were too small, and then I'm combining these two. So if I had to guess, I would say I think that I have 106 now that I've combined those together. And I can do another count later and let y'all know like an updated one, especially if I decide to combine any more. But I think it's like 106. The next question is, what made you want to lock your hair? I have always been drawn and attracted to locks. I feel like it's one of my favorite styles that Black people wear, period. And so I absolutely have always loved them. I always said that by 30, I wanted to have my hair locked. I'm 27 right now and I started my locks when I was 25 years old. And for me, I always pictured locks to be like my final form. I would always say like, yeah, when I'm 30, I'm gonna like reach this like final form and locks are going to be it for me. I'm gonna have them for the rest of my life. But the reason why I locked my hair sooner than 30 was because one, I remember one day I was just laying on the ground looking up at the sky in my apartment, and I had the front door open, and something in me just felt like it was time to lock my hair. And although I didn't like listen to that nudge of like feeling that it was time, I think I locked my hair like 2 years after that, after going back and forth with like debating with myself if I should. I just remember that moment being so spiritual and feeling called to lock my hair. And then two, I like locks would bring me a similar awakening that I got when I first cut my hair. So before I cut my hair, I was a loose natural and I always wore wash and goes. And I felt like my hair was just like big and in my face. And in a way, I felt like I was kind of like hiding behind my face. Like my hair was like this cover. To where I felt like it protected me and that I could hide from. And then once I cut my hair, I learned to appreciate my beauty, and that I also just learned that I didn't have to have long hair to be beautiful. So I felt like locks was going to give me that similar awakening as well. I'll say that it definitely has, like, for example, starting my locks has been an entire journey and it's taught me so much about life. I won't go into too much detail because maybe I'll do a separate video of this. But I will say that starting the process of locking my hair and starting that myself, one, it was very empowering to me. I felt really confident and I just felt like really comfortable in my ability to start my own locks. And then two, watching the process of my hair change over time has been absolutely like beautiful and magical at the same time. And I feel like in watching it change and evolve like that, I realized that I had to trust the process and trust that my hair was going to do its thing without me trying to get involved and manipulate and rush it and just make it happen faster than what it was. So I had to trust the process that my hair would actually lock. Another thing for me that I learned was that I had to really get comfortable with not comparing myself to other people or comparing my locks to other people and watching like how theirs is going to look and how mine is going to look. Like I think something about that is very freeing because your locks are going to look how they're going to look, especially because the hair that grows out of my head is different than the hair that grows out of your head. And so your locks, there's really just no control over how they're going to turn out. And then that kind of leads me to my third point of why I locked my hair, is that it really taught me a lot about surrendering, letting go, trusting the process, and trust that my hair was going to look exactly how it was supposed to look. So I felt like locking my hair was going to give me that same awakening that cutting my hair did. And I'm really grateful because I did have a very similar one in terms of like what I learned. And I will say, to wrap this part up, is that I do feel like I have an even deeper love and appreciation like for my beauty, for my face, and for my features. Love, acknowledge, and appreciate that I experienced that with having locks. Like, I think for me personally, I look the best with locks, I feel the best with locks, and I feel most like myself with my hair like this. Like something about this just feels like, it feels good. That's a really long explanation as to why I decided to lock my hair. But yeah, and the last question is, would you ever get another set of locks? I really love this set right here. Like, I love the color, I love the way that it looks, the lock sizes, the parting in my hair, and all of that. But I will say that if I had to get a second set, I'm kind of been thinking about micro locks. I feel like one is because I see them so often and I'm like, wow, that would look really cute on me. But I know myself and I know that deep down inside, like I just won't have the patience to retwist my hair like that or to even start them myself. So probably not. If I'm really being real with myself, that's kind of just a dream. But I do think that if I did have another set, they would be thicker. Like I kind of want, like, I have a lock, I think it's this one. It's like my thickest lock right here. And I kind of want all my locks to be this thick, but like maybe like these two together. So I think if anything, I would have a thicker set of locks. All the questions that I get asked frequently on the internet and in person. So now we're going to get into this Loc Tour. And I'm going to like show you guys like all the different locks and whatnot. So let's get into the tour, honey. First thing is my thickest lock. I already like just showed you guys that, but I'm gonna show you again. This lock is my thickest one. I have another one that's like kind of thick, but it really is this one. Get into the locks that I'm combining. I currently have two separate locks. I currently have two separate locks on both sides of my head that I'm combining. Combining these two. And to combine them, I just twist them together and I just let them merge. So these two are combining, and this is actually going to be like the size of one because these two were like so little. And then on this side, I'm combining these two. Again, I felt like they were so little. This is my thinnest lock. This is another one that I'm actually thinking about combining because I just feel like it's not, I feel like it's too thin. I don't know. Think about combining this one with another one. My longest lock, I have like a few long ones, but I think this is my longest one. All the way down here. Yes, longest lock. I think that my favorite lock is also my thickest lock. Like this one here, I feel like this one just kind of like holds it down. Like this one's my favorite too. I don't know, I just really like it. Like so that was the Loc Tour and texture shot. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to follow me across all socials at Becoming Cleo. And don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video.